the American dream still alive? I'm Josh Pather, American business entrepreneur and self-made millionaire. I've started several businesses from scratch and recognized as the top 100 fastest growing companies in Texas. Now, I'm going to do it all over again, live. I'm going to mentor Innocent Malik live on YouTube each week. He just purchased his photo booth from Photo Booth International and is starting from zero. I'm sick of people complaining about how they can't make money with this business, so I'm going to prove them wrong. Will we fail or will we make it? We're going live from 0 to 100,000 by the end of 2021. If we make it, I'm going to invest $10,000 off my own money into Innocent's business and we'll become business partners. Welcome to the Photo Booth Boss. All right, guys, welcome back to the grand finale. Photo Booth Boss. What's going on, guys? How you doing? What's up, Innocent?
What's up, Josh?
Yeah,
Still gives me chills, man, when I see that.
Huh?
Still gives me chills every time I see that intro.
We said we were going to go live every week, man. We didn't even do that. I feel like we made a lot of progress and there was not much more to cover. And like you were executing and everything so fast. You know what I mean? All right, guys. Well, welcome to the grand finale of Photo Booth Boss. Congratulations for all of those that's been following the journey. Every single day we get comments and text messages and phone calls of people watching from all over the world, the United States, from every corner of Alaska, New York City, Florida, Arizona, all over. All right. Let us know where you're watching from below. And we got a great episode for you. We're going to cover a lot of stuff. Make sure to take some notes. Make sure to pay attention. All right. Lock out, put the dogs in the crate, put the kids to bed, put the cell phones on silent, and stay focused. All right. Bringing you value here. So it's been, what is the date you picked up your photo booth, Innocent?
Roughly mid-March.
Mid-March. All right. So we lost some like 2 months in the beginning. So it was really like 10 months that you actually were able to like fully operate. And then you still had your day job, and then you started another business in between this. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, it's important.
Well, let's talk about the lessons that you learned.
Yeah.
You know, like looking back on it now, because my thing is, right, I tell people all the time, focus on one thing until you get to $1 million, right? And then you can even grow it beyond that. But as entrepreneurs, we're like, hey, we're going to start this, and then we're going to start that, and we're going to do this, and we're going to do flower walls, and I'm going to start an inflatable company, and then I'm going to rent chairs, and I'm going to rent party rentals, and then I'm going to rent donkeys, you know what I mean? A petting zoo.
Right.
Like, stop. You know what I mean? Nobody's ever made $1 million like that doing 50 things, you know? So go ahead.
Yeah, definitely. The first one I'll say is that really almost was a financial chaos. Was I got into a bar that went out of business. So again, successful with the photo booth business, got some money to invest, and I thought it'd be a good opportunity to own something that I've always wanted to do. And it was a bad idea.
All right, and the reason why we're doing this, right? Because everybody who loves this show that we're doing, you guys like how real we keep it, right? Because you need to understand that you can learn from the lessons of others. That's how I was able to get to where I'm at today, is learning from other people's mistakes. All right, so write this down. You don't have to make the same mistakes that we did. Okay, a fool learns from their own mistakes. The wise man learns from the mistakes of others. Okay, write that down if you're watching. Comment below that I got that, Josh. Type that in so I know that you guys understand that. All right. So when you're building your business, you're gonna maybe hit it out the park. You get a little bit of cash, and then let off the gas a little bit. And like, okay, well, I got this business thing down. What else can I do? You know, instead of doubling down on the same thing that you're doing. Because most businesses, they're not fully operating to the maximum capacity. They don't have the right infrastructure. They don't have the right systems, the apps, the processes. Most of that stuff is just not set up properly. And if people were to just take attention off of everything else and focus it on their own business, learn how to build a website, learn how to do SEO, learn how to do marketing, because I feel like after you ended up selling that bar, you figured out I think you figured out the Facebook ads at that point, and then
Right.
it really kind of took off for you around that time. Would you say that?
Yeah, exactly. It was right around August, and
Yeah.
you'll see that in the sales numbers.
All right. So, what would be like your biggest takeaway from all the episodes that you would say that people could learn from, and from your perspective, looking back on everything now?
Right. I think it's very important, right? Whatever your strength is, that's what you're really going to focus on, right? For me, it was definitely the building relationships, making the calls. For me, that was really easy and fun. Whereas some may struggle with that, but for me, on top of the blunder with the bar, which I was thankfully able to get out of, was getting better with darkroom, right? And there are some, this is going to happen. You get to an event, software issue, something happens, and something that's easy as checking your storage, make sure you're deleting it properly. Darkroom is in sync with my camera. What do I do? And I did not know what to do, but thankfully I have relationships with
I was
Christian.
there that day. I was there that day when you called Christian. Oh man, he was upset.
And but that was an easy gig on a Monday night. I was about to lose that money, so definitely compensated him for that. And obviously having Christian and Jaime there, that's good to have them as a tool. But simple things like that, I should not have to be calling them as far as in the game as I am. I shouldn't have to do that. So definitely being on those calls on Wednesdays and paying attention, asking questions, that's going to help you.
You were on the last call, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the calls that he's talking about, if you're a member of the PBI family, we have mentor calls every Wednesday night where we have Richie, our darkroom tech support. They're on there answering questions for 1 hour. Okay, so you can hop on live and ask any questions that you want, and we'll help you with that. And Innocent joined for the first time in 1 year. Okay, so you can see it's also surprising how you got that far not knowing as much, right?
Right.
So
Hey, you have a quality product.
It's a double-edged sword, right? It's disgraceful on one side, and on the other side, it's surprising.
Right.
So yeah, hopping on those calls and getting it. Let's talk about the New Year's Eve situation that you ran into. So kind of give everybody the story. Tell people what I told you in the first,
Right.
and then kind of what happened at the event.
Kind of let me share the story about how I've been working 18 years in corporate America. I've never had Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's off, right? Unless you were staffed. But for the most part, I was always on call, never to where it was a day of me just I get to relax and maybe I get to have a drink. Because what if you get called into work? You can't go to work hungover.
Go to a bar drunk.
Right. Right. So I remember talking to you. You said most people were raising their prices for the holidays, which I did. And actually, I was doing so good that month. I didn't mind if I don't get it, that's fine. I get to go hunting with my dad and go see my mom in Dallas. I didn't get a booking on Thanksgiving. Didn't get one on Christmas. So here comes New Year's, our biggest payday of the year. And I called you and I said, Josh, what should I do? And you told me, he goes, charge $500 an hour. They're going to call you. I was like, well, I haven't gotten any calls, and no one's put the deposit down yet. And it was about 2 weeks till New Year's Eve. So I'm getting a little.
I told you to hold strong though.
You told me to hold strong, and I said, well, worst comes to worst, I'm gonna celebrate New Year's Eve with my wife, and we're gonna kick it in. And lo and behold, that last week, I got a phone call from this gentleman. He owns a DJ entertainment company, and he called me for an event in downtown Austin at the Hilton. That one was $2,800, and the other one was $1,500 for a nonprofit party in Lockhart. So in one day, $3,800.
Look at that smile.
I mean, that's somebody's salary.
That's more than a salary, bro. You're making in one night.
in one night. I mean, now I did put in the work. I went early to go set up so I wouldn't have to worry about traffic
Right,
downtown.
right.
But the payday, getting home at 3 in the morning and making that kind of money, it was all worth it.
So tell me about that day. So you said you got there at 9 in the morning to set up. It was two booths at the same location.
So it was two Chloe's. The gentleman provided the inflatables for me.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to go pick those up about 30 minutes from my house. So I met him in about 30 minutes from here, picked it up, then drove downtown. And obviously, if you anywhere in downtown on a New Year's Eve, you don't want to be trying to set up and
No.
you don't want to be in the chaos, drunk
Right.
drivers, whatnot. So I said, hey, I want to get the photo booths in there, already set up, and just turn them on and you're ready to go right at 8:30.
Mm-hmm.
So like I was sharing with you, I got there at about 9:30 a.m. Took me about 45 minutes to an hour to set up, get the internet on the photo booth, make sure the printers were working. And the gentleman, see, here's another thing, part of when you're building relationships. I just met this guy through a mutual friend, and first thing he tells me is, I'm gonna pay you after the event on New Year's. So I'm like, wait a minute. On New
Now,
Year's.
let me just interrupt you right there. So,
Mhm.
if someone were to tell me that, right, this is what happened. I go to worst case right away, right? Those of you who know me personally, this is
Mhm.
what I do. I go to worst case personally, right? So when someone tells me that, this is what I'm going to assume, right? He said after the event. After the event could mean what? 2 a.m.
Yeah, 3
Okay,
a.m.
so at 2 a.m. on New Year's Eve, this guy could possibly be drunk, be high. You know what I mean?
Right.
Uh, Going to bed with some chick. He could be, in a car accident on the way back home. You know what I mean? He could go to jail for a couple of days. All right. This is the things that happen, right? This is reality. Whether we want to face it or we want not, you know, that's up to you. But that's kind of where I go to. So especially like you said, on a night like tonight,
Mhm.
where the risks of all those things happening is like 10x. And so go ahead.
Right. Like you said, the risk is multiplied. So I set up, put the inflatables, had everything up and running. I took a picture, sent it. I sent him the picture that, hey, we're ready to go. And he sends me a message, hey, I'm gonna pay you after the event. And the event was from 8:30 to midnight. So I told him just very directly, if you don't pay me my money on cash, if I hear that ding, I'm gonna unpack and I'm gonna pack my stuff up, I'm gonna leave. And then within 5 minutes, he sent me the money.
Yeah. Now, did you guys talk about payment before this time or not?
We did, but it was under of, well, the guy, the gentleman that is supposed to pay him hasn't paid him. I said, well, hey, I apologize. I don't operate like that.
Right.
And what he told me was, well, let me get with him and I'll talk to you in the morning. So he was kind of pushing it off, which already had,
So
already had
he
my
told you this
concern.
like the day before New Year's Eve?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah. So another way to avoid all of this awkwardness and all that stuff, because he may have gotten a bad taste from that because that's how he operates, and not everybody operates on the same level and caliber that I do, that you do, that everybody does, right? Everybody has a different, you know what I mean? To give you an example, I have I'm working with the contractor right now that's doing some remodeling for me, and this guy handwrites the invoice on a legal pad and gives it to me. No phone number, no address, no business LLC, none of the formal stuff you would see on an invoice, and that's how they operate. So this for that guy, it may be normal operations for him to do things like that, but he doesn't know, like, hey, you don't play around. This is business. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like especially on a big night like tonight. So another thing that maybe could have been done, and I don't know if you did this or not, but set the expectation up front. Hey, I'll work this event for you. This is the price. After I set up, I'll send you a picture. You can send me the payment, and I'll send you pictures and updates throughout the night. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's all about expectations, and I find myself sometimes in situations like this, whether it's, you know, dealing with anybody. I mean, you buying a car, you hiring a vendor, you paying someone to mow your lawn,
Mhm.
someone's painting your house. Like it's always like that, you know what I mean? Because everybody's just different. Oh, and we all have these assumptions, you know. And so the most professional thing to do is to be upfront and tell people, hey, this is a detailed outline of what exactly is going to happen. Send them a text message. That way there's no confusion. You know what I mean? Because you're not that guy, like you're not that guy's priority. You
Right.
know what I mean? He probably got a couple of other events going on. He got staff. He got his own event that he's doing. He got his equipment. He needs to get his music ready. He got to get his speakers lined up. Maybe someone stole his trailer last night. I mean, all these things could happen. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
But go ahead.
No, like you said, I think where I messed up was because again, a mutual friend that I know for years, he's a DJ for him. He's like, oh yeah, he's always paid me afterwards. He's good for it. And in my head, I'm like, man, that's not how I operate. On the New Year's, I don't want to be texting this guy at 2, 3 in the morning.
Exactly.
And then what ended up happening, I didn't leave the event till 3 in the morning because it was so packed.
Yeah. So he sent you the money right away?
He did. Yep.
Yeah. And then have y'all talked after that?
We have.
Okay.
Well, yeah, he plans on doing business with me. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's all about that expectation, setting people up because but the whole thing about, I've known this guy for a long time, so you should trust him too. Don't do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know him. You know what I mean? I know you, and
right.
Like, are you going to be? You got 3,800 if he doesn't pay me right now, because I'm going to hold you liable for it, and then that's going to mess our friendship up, and then now we got two people that mess up friendships. You know what I mean?
Right.
It just makes everything. It's unnecessarily bringing more problems in. Formal businesses, big businesses, they don't play like that. It's all upfront. It's all in paper. It's black and white. You sign off on everything and it's done. So, all right, guys. So real quick, if you guys still watching, we're going to be launching a new coaching program. So let me share my screen here. Share screen. All right. Let's see. All right, guys, this is the Photo Booth Boss Mentor Program. Okay, so it's going to be $500 a month. You're going to get access to me, Innocent, and Christian. There's going to be 2 calls a month, private chat. There's a private group chat. There's limited spaces, so you'll get attention and VIP tech support, access to all the masterminds and events. So as you guys know, we have the Vegas mastermind coming up. You want to talk a little bit about that real quick, Innocent?
Yeah, definitely. So we're hosting a mastermind in Vegas during the Photo Booth Expo, and it's going to be basically very intimate setting, one-on-one, digging into your business. I'm going to be talking about how I do my sales script and my Facebook ads and how I market it. So you definitely want to see that, and you don't want to miss that.
All right, guys. And Innocent is known to help people set up their Facebook ads right away too. He was doing that in the showroom. Who were you helping? Was it Martin?
Marks.
Huh?
Yeah, Marks.
Oh, Marks. Yeah,
right.
Shout out to Marks. Congratulations, Marks, for getting your booth.
Yeah, shout out to one of my only friends that got into the business that wasn't scared. Hey, so he started his Facebook ads about 2 weeks ago, and he's already working on 15 potentials. So,
but Facebook ads don't work though, dog. So why you keep saying that?
They work.
You see that look that he gave? That's that. Y'all keep sleeping on this. I'm gonna make more money. All right, guys. So join us in Vegas. It's gonna be February 21st, and this is what we're going to be in the Bellagio penthouse. We're going to talk about LLC, taxes, accounting, banking, loans, credit, real estate, crypto, stock, Facebook ads, Google ads. All right, how to get you to the next level. Okay, we're going to be starting around probably like around 9:30, 10 o'clock. Go right till 5 or 6, and then we got a couple of people on the VIP package. So if you want to join us for VIP dinner, that's going to be all the speakers. You'll be able to it's $797 for that, and $697 for the general admission. Also, I got 2 other speakers here. Jose Silvera, he's a internet marketing guy. He's going to be there as well. And then we also have Brian Delgado. He's making about 50 to 100K a month right now in rentals. He's going to be speaking. Okay. This is an exclusive lineup. You're going to get access to people actually doing it. All right. I don't bring Fugazi to the table. We bring all the best of the best. So if you guys want to check out any of this stuff, head to shop.photoboothint.com. Go to Books and Mentor program, and then you can see the different programs. This is going to be the latest one. This is where everything's going to be shifting. If you guys know that we used to do coaching in the past, different programs we're consolidating everything into one program now, and you're going to get access to all three of us. Okay. We're doing this, we're living this business every single day. Innocent and Christian were customers of PBI, and now they're joined the team and they're helping you get coaching. So just think about it like this, okay? If you're able to get one extra gig a month at $500, this mentor program pays for itself. Okay. If you think about it like that, you'll understand. Nobody who's ever made it to the Olympics, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, any professional athlete that you know has always had a coach. Okay. There's something that speeds up. There's something to be said, about that. Right? You need to have a coach instead of trying to figure it out yourself. A lot of us out here are like, hey, I'll figure it out myself. That's a dangerous game, right? Why would you take that risk? So we're going to put that link in the description below. You can get signed up for that. We got the 2 programs. Come meet us in Vegas. Let's hang out. Let's chat. Let's talk business. Let's make a plan for you personally, okay? There's only going to be about 10 people in the room outside of the speakers, right? So it's a very private settings. You'll be able to get, the attention, and it's not just general information, right? We're going to specifically show you, if you have a situation or you want to say, hey, Josh, what would you do? Something like that, we can definitely help you and get set up. All right. So let's take a look at the proof that Innocent did it. So did you hit your goal, Innocent?
Just barely.
Did that last gig set you over the
last gig? Put it over the top.
It did?
About 98 for the longest.
All right. So, we like to keep it transparent. Let's load up the HoneyBook here, and then we can take a look at where Innocent is at. All right, guys. And this is what you've been waiting for. Photo booth boss. Did he make it? $100,653.38 or zero?
Yeah, 38.
38. Okay. So let's give a big round of applause. Congratulations. Comment below if you're still watching. Well, go back to it.
Oh, sorry.
So give a big round of applause and a congratulations for Innocent for reaching his goal. It'd been a 98,000. Thought he wasn't going to make it. Took my advice, and then he got him over the top. So he's the tax. Oh yeah, that was sales tax. All right, so let's take a scroll up on that page. I know we were looking at that earlier, just kind of break down what people are looking at here. So this is HoneyBook, guys. If you want to sign up for HoneyBook, you can go to pbiforever.com. There's a link in there to get you 50% off, and you'll be able to use the same programs, okay? Everything we show you here, we use ourselves, so you can see what's actually happening. All right, so right here, the value of the projects, just so the haters won't say anything. You want to explain to them why it's not showing 100,000?
Yeah. So for the fiscal year, it goes from January to December. I collected right under 75,000, and obviously I had about 35 or so bookings into this year, which I booked last year. So that's kind of what's also included. That's factored into this 100,000.
Okay, so we're going off of project value that's booked. Not potential value that could be sold. So this is actually booked events. He just hasn't collected from it because the event hasn't happened yet. Okay. So that's what that shows you on there. So you have 88, and then go down here to where your best leads came from. So explain to them what you're looking at.
Yeah. So I think it's very important when you're spending your money, your resources on Google ads, Facebook ads, or whatever have you. It's important you know where your leads are coming from and the amount, and it's trackable. So again, I heard people say that Facebook leads don't work. So as you can see, I mean, my number one leads come from Facebook. So you can see right there, I definitely need to fix other. But here's from Google, my website, vendor referral, client referrals, and I was using Thumbtack for a while, and I dropped them real quick.
All right. And Innocent does have a video that he made on how he set up his Facebook ads. So if you guys want us to put that on the channel. Type in Facebook ads in the comments, and we'll get that out to you. If you have any questions, you can always text us there at that number on the screen. Okay. Let's see, what else can we show them? Yeah, so that's going to be it, guys. So we hit the goal. Congratulations on there. File sent. So how do you where do you track? Do you have like a form that they say like how did you hear about us? Is that how you track it?
No. So the leads that come in, they're on Facebook, so I can see on my profile where it came from.
Oh, so and then you manually add them on there, and you select the lead came from Facebook.
Correct. So when I get it from Facebook, when I enter it into HoneyBook, it gives you an option. How did you get that lead, or where did you get it from?
Okay, perfect. All right, cool, man. So we'll go ahead and I'll remove that on the screen. All right, guys. So that's gonna be it. Any parting words? Anything you want to say for inspiration? I know you're in the Facebook group daily. What's some of the biggest things that you see people like? Why can't someone else do this? You know what I mean? Did you have a trust fund?
No.
Did you have an easy life? Was your life easy? Right? It must have been easy.
It was not easy.
So you had the perfect parents, bro. What is it?
Right. Had love. At the end of the day, they may not have had all the money, or my mom was a single mom, divorced. But one thing she always gave us was love and hard work, determination. Go after what you want to go after. The advice I would give to our members is, plug into the training. We've been saying that. The information is free. It's just all about you making time. And I remember talking to another PBI owner, and they were like, "Well, I work a full-time job." I said, "Okay." I said, "Hey, your 8 to 5 pays the bills. Your 5 to midnight is what's going to build your dream." And when I was working, that's what I was doing. I was even watching the videos on the clock when I'm driving, obviously away from people. I'm not telling you to do that, but I'm doing whatever I had to do to be successful because I just dropped $10,000. So I wanted to make sure that I set myself up for success. So if I look back at it, I gave it my best shot, and here's the outcome. It wasn't going to be because I half-assed it or I kind of tippy-toed. Once I seen the potential, because I plugged into the training, I knew what the potential was. So that's what just made that I wasn't going to be, let's just say, denied, I guess, of my success because of my inexperience or my history, my background. It was, I'm going to follow someone that's already paved the way. And if I watch all his videos and I execute and it doesn't work, I'm going to call him a liar, and I'm going to call Josh. And
Make a video on me, bro. If you follow everything, I'll tell you guys right now, if you follow everything and you take notes and you take action and it doesn't work, send me a text message right there. But I want to see the notes, because I know the people who don't take notes are failures, 100%. Right? Because your brain's going to fail you 100% of the time. That's why you need to write stuff down. Right? Innocent takes notes. When people come and they ask me questions and they don't take notes on that, on what I'm saying, it just goes in one ear and comes out the other. I mean, how would you be able to distinguish and remember this information that I'm giving you? So, and if it's not working, I mean, I don't know why it wouldn't be working. I mean, did we do any coaching outside of YouTube platform that we recorded?
No.
Yeah, everything was on here. So you heard it first, guys. Innocent can do it. You can do it. We had no advantage over anybody else. We just put in the work. And that's the biggest thing that I see is the problem. It's easy to go on Facebook and complain and be negative and say it won't work for me, or I'm single and I have kids and I have dogs and I have, if you say I have, and then whatever, fill in the blank. All right. Those are just excuses, because someone somewhere is in a worse situation that made it further than you because they just got committed to it. All right. It couldn't be more easier than watching, writing the notes, taking action on it. We didn't hide anything here. We were transparent with you guys and showed you everything from the get-go. And, you can reach out to us. You can reach out to Innocent if you have any questions. We're looking forward to helping you get the coaching. We have that option too. If you want to fast track your success, join the coaching program. $500 a month it's not a lot to ask for what you're going to be getting in return. And if all you did was just get one event a month, because of our coaching, then you're basically getting free coaching, right? If you get one event at 500 a month, right? If you get 200, if you get two events, then hey, the coaching is paid for itself. But the lessons that you learn here will last you a lifetime in whatever business you start. Hopefully you focus on one business till you hit the $1 million. And I recommend staying in that. Anybody who's made it really big. Imagine if Michael Jordan was starting an ice cream shop in his career. You think he would be where he is today?
No.
He wouldn't. You know, focus, effort, and attention. Write those down, guys. All right, comment. Let us know what you think. Let us know the three things you learned. I know I like that you asked Martin that day when he came. You're like, "What's the three things you learned?" You called him out right away. And did he give it to you?
He did.
Yeah, he did. So comment the three things that you learned from these episodes. And if you're coming to Las Vegas, it's going to be awesome. We're looking forward to seeing you. We're going to have some jam-packed information. Make sure to bring your pen and paper and take notes. And if you're going to join the coaching program, we're looking forward to starting that with you. That'll be starting up in the 1st of March. And we'll be going. We'll see you guys soon. Thank you, guys. Take care.
Right.